Hey, this is for Lexie and Angel. You both have talked about soaking up information today from the veterans. How is it having a passer like Chelsea Gray on your team? And is her game sense kind of rubbing off on you?
Yeah, for me, always be ready. My hands always have to be ready because you never know what kind of pass she's going to throw. Obviously, I tease her about being a grandma, but she's been in the game for a while, and just being able to see her do special things. It's not a lot of players out there that want to pass first, and just being able to put herself first. And she told me like, when you set the screen, I'm trying to get you open. Like it's not for my shot. Obviously, she's going to knock the shot down if it's open for her, but she's looking to pass first and get everybody else around her better. So I love that about her.
It's definitely fun, and I think, like Angel said, like always being ready. But the way she delivers her passes are just so different. Because I mean, I'm used to getting like a right-handed pass, left-handed pass. These passes are coming around the head, behind the back, between the legs. Like you just don't know what's coming, and that's what makes it so fun. Because there's no way you can defend that. There's no way you can get a hand on that when you don't know what's coming. So I'm just excited to see those the highlight reels from her this year.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hoops Talk Central, the channel where we keep it real about everything women's hoops. And today, we got to talk about this Lexie Hull situation because honestly, I can't help but laugh at how much people are overreacting. Like, they can't be serious, right? Lexie said something nice about Chelsea Gray, and somehow it turned into drama. Let's break it all down. But first, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the month, and you can help me get there. It'd mean a lot, so let's grow this community together, all right? Now, let's get into it. Okay, so here's the deal. Lexie Hull, Fever player, former Stanford standout, said some nice things about Chelsea Gray being the point guard for her team in the Unrivaled League. Just a teammate hyping up a teammate. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong! Fever fans saw this and immediately turned it into a whole thing like Lexie was out here shading Caitlin Clark. And I'm just sitting here like, how did we even get here? I mean, really? This is the hill you want to die on? Guys, Lexie and Caitlin are teammates on the Indiana Fever. Teammates! They're supposed to have each other's backs, not beef over stuff that wasn't even meant as a comparison. Lexie wasn't trying to diss Caitlin. She was just giving love to her current teammate in the Unrivaled League, Chelsea Gray. And honestly, that's normal. What is she supposed to do? Ignore Chelsea's greatness? Come on now. This whole thing feels like an overreaction because let's be real, Lexie and Caitlin are on the same WNBA team, the Indiana Fever. They're building chemistry, learning to work together, and figuring out how to take the Fever to the next level. The last thing they need is fans stirring up drama over comments that really aren't that serious. Think about it. Lexie's probably hyping Caitlin up in the locker room every other day. Just because she shouted out Chelsea doesn't mean she's turning her back on Caitlin. Let's be smarter than this. Before we dive deeper, let's take a second to talk about the Rose Unrivaled team roster. This squad is stacked. Alongside Chelsea Gray, you've got players like Angel Reese, who's a rebounding machine and brings that undeniable swagger, and Brittany Sykes, one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. Then there's Kahleah Copper, who can slice through defenses like butter, and Azure Stevens, a versatile big who can stretch the floor and dominate in the paint. And of course, Lexie Hull, who's proving herself as a versatile and smart player on both ends of the court. This team is built for showtime. With dynamic guards, elite scorers, and bigs who can get it done, it's no wonder Chelsea Gray is thriving as their point guard. Lexie is surrounded by greatness in this league, so it's natural for her to shout out a teammate like Chelsea. I mean, if you were playing alongside these ballers, wouldn't you do the same? This team is built for showtime. With dynamic guards, elite scorers, and bigs who can get it done, it's no wonder Chelsea Gray is thriving as their point guard. Lexie is surrounded by greatness in this league, so it's natural for her to shout out a teammate like Chelsea. I mean, if you were playing alongside these ballers, wouldn't you do the same? Let me break it down for you real quick. Chelsea Gray is that girl. Finals MVP, WNBA champion, and one of the most clutch players we've ever seen. Her court vision, insane. Her handles, smooth. Her leadership, on point. And guess what? Lexie's playing with her in the Unrivaled League where they're building chemistry and getting buckets. So yeah, she gave her props. That's what good teammates do. Remember those no-look dimes she's always throwing? The ones that have everyone in the arena gasping every single time. Yeah, that's Chelsea Gray. If Lexie didn't give her props, I'd be questioning her basketball IQ. And honestly, if you've watched Chelsea play, you know she's the kind of player who makes everyone around her better. That's probably what Lexie was picking up on. When you're out on the court with a leader like Chelsea, you're gonna learn something new every time. Lexie's comments weren't some deep comparison. They were just respect for a great teammate in that moment. Now let's talk about Caitlin Clark for a second. Fever fans, I know she's your golden child, and she should be. Caitlin is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. But let's not act like she's out here checking Lexie Hull's Instagram stories and taking this personally. Caitlin's busy getting buckets, hitting logo threes, and preparing to take over the WNBA. She's not losing sleep over Lexie praising Chelsea. And let's not forget, Caitlin and Lexie are teammates. Do y'all really think Caitlin is in the Fever locker room like, man, I can't believe Lexie hyped up Chelsea instead of me? Nah. Caitlin's focus is on the game, and she knows it's not that deep. She'd probably tell everybody to chill too. In fact, I bet Caitlin and Lexie are laughing about this whole thing right now. They're professionals. They know that mutual respect is a big part of basketball, and that includes respecting opponents and other leagues. Caitlin's focus is on winning games and dominating the WNBA, not on some imaginary beef the internet cooked up. So why are Fever fans acting like Lexie committed a crime? I get it, you're protective of Caitlin. She's your rookie phenom, the future of the franchise, and she's already making waves. But this isn't about Caitlin versus Chelsea. This is just Lexie hyping her squad in a different league. Period. That's it. You guys are acting like Lexie went on live TV and said Chelsea Gray is the GOAT and Caitlin Clark can't sit with us. Like, no one said that. Let's save the outrage for something real. Like when Caitlin hits a clutch 3 on someone in the WNBA. Now that's worth getting hyped about. Also, let's be real. This kind of overreaction makes the fan base look bad. We want the Fever to be known for having the most supportive, engaged fans in the league, not the ones who blow up over harmless comments. Let's keep it positive. At the end of the day, Lexie Hull is doing what any good teammate would do. She's showing love to her squad in Unrivaled. Chelsea Gray is a beast. Caitlin Clark is a beast. We can appreciate both without creating fake drama. And Fever fans? You should be hyped that you've got players like Lexie and Caitlin on the same team, because that's a duo with some serious potential. Think about it. The Fever are building something special. They've got young talent, great leadership, and players who clearly care about the game. Instead of finding things to nitpick, let's focus on the exciting future ahead. Caitlin and Lexie are part of something special. Don't let unnecessary drama distract from that. And hey, I love the passion. It shows that women's basketball fans care. But let's channel that energy into hyping up the game, not tearing people down. Deal? Alright, that's my take. What do you think? Were Fever fans overreacting? Or do you think Lexie could have worded it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow Hoops fans. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and I know we can get there together. Until next time, this is Hoops Talk Central. Peace.